I'm Kristen Cruz on The Mom Show. Thanks so much for being here with us every week so we can do some girl chat and some real life mom stuff. And we have the most amazing women joining us from absolutely everywhere. We have authors, we have celebrities, we have singers, we have contributors, we have parenting experts. We have some women today that are in studio that are literally going to change the game for us stressed out moms. And they're going to do it with, if you're watching me on Facebook Live, hi you guys, with this water, these little doodads here, this cell guard thing that I was talking about last week. Yeah, so I brought in the experts because there's no way that I can speak with knowledge about this like these two ladies can. These are award-winning wellness experts in the Santa Clarita Valley, and there has been years of research that has gone into perfecting this and making it available to moms like you and I. So we will bring them in shortly and make sure that we get the real deal education on how we can make some simple changes to our daily life and have maximum impact on our mental health and our physical well-being. That sounds good, right? It's easy peasy, I promise you. You know, I'm all about that. And then later on in the show, Kathy Copcutt, who writes The Bel Air Mommy, is coming in with 2 reviews of a couple of movies that are out now. One for kids, one for moms to go out, date night, girl night, something like that for you. Plus ticket giveaways galore. She's coming in with 12 pairs of movie tickets. So make sure you're listening. All you have to do to win these, of course, is leave a comment on the Facebook page. You can even call in if you want, 298-KHTS. But if you just leave us a little comment, hi, how's it going in there? Then you are in it to win it. Eligible to win anything that we're giving away today. And she's bringing a bunch of stuff. She was emailing me a list of things. I'm like, yeah, bring them. Let's do it all. We're going to have a good time on The Mom Show. Joining us first is a very special guest that I've been so excited and I've anticipated talking to about a new book. Her name is Rachel Hollis, and Girl, Wash Your Face is the name of her new book. She is a best-selling author, digital personality. You've seen her on a bunch of TV shows, Today Show contributor, Huffington Post contributor, and we're going to dive into what we've got to find in this new incredible book that is just coming out. Rachel, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm fantastic. It is my pleasure to talk with you. I'm so excited to have you on The Mom Show.
Oh, I'm so excited to be here.
Oh, my gosh. All right, well, let's dive right into Girl, Wash Your Face, because there's nobody that could walk by a book with this cover. I love the cover of you sitting on there.
Thank you.
And this title, Girl, Wash Your Face, Stop Waiting for Someone Else to Fix Your Life. Rachel. Amen to that, right? And then this is the guidebook that's going to help us out. First of all, what does that title mean?
Well, so when I was originally talking to a girlfriend about the idea for this book, it was that I wanted women to realize that they are ultimately in control of what happens next. So you are in control of your perception of this day. You are in control of the kind of parent you are. You're in control of whether you decide to be happy or sad or anything else. And so I was telling my girlfriend, I'm like, I just want to say, girl, stop crying. Girl, get a hold of your life. Girl. And she said, girl, wash your face. And I was like, that's perfect.
That's it.
Because it's sort of the idea of, as silly as this sounds, washing your face is like you're going to clean off everything that's happened and you're going to start fresh.
Yes.
So stop crying, wash your face, and try again.
Like that old song says, I'm going to wash that man right out of my hair.
Yes.
It's the same idea. You got to clean it off and start anew, start fresh. But like you said,
totally.
we're the only ones that can do that for ourselves, which seems to be a hard concept, though, to wrap our heads around sometimes.
Well, I think especially for moms, it's not like we get a ton of free time to sit around and contemplate why we're happy or sad or anything else. We're too busy trying to keep the kids from burning the house down.
Yeah.
So, I wanted to write about this idea of taking control of your life, and I felt like given my platforms and given my social media and everything else that happens there, that I knew people would see that. They would see all of this exposure that I've been given, and they would think, well, gosh, that's easy for you to say. It's easy for you to say that with your pretty Instagram or the job that you have,
the chic
or the company.
site, your beautiful website.
Yes, but if you didn't know what I had gone through to get here, if you didn't know about the trauma in my childhood, if you didn't know how hard I'd had to work, then it's easy to dismiss those things. If you didn't know how hard I have had to work to teach myself to reach for joy, then you would dismiss it. But if you could hear about the things that I had gone through, if you could hear about postpartum depression, if you could hear about Bell's palsy, if you could hear about the struggles in my marriage, that maybe then you would look at your own life and think, oh, okay, dang, if she can overcome that, then maybe I can take control of this area over here.
Mm-hmm. And we're going to find all of that in this new book from Rachel Hollis, Girl, Wash Your Face.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
And I didn't, honestly, when I set out to write it, I didn't know what the theme was. I just thought, I want to write about all the hardest things. Mm-hmm. And as I started to write about them, I realized with reflection that all those hard seasons, all those things I had walked through, they were all lies that I used to believe about myself. So lies like, I'm a bad mom, or I deserve to be treated this way in an earlier relationship, or I am defined by my weight. All of these things that I carried around, this guilt and shame about who I was, that in retrospect I can look at and realize, oh my gosh, none of this is true. Mm-hmm. Like, so many of us beat ourselves up because we don't think we're the right kind of mom. Mm-hmm. And we never ask ourselves, like, wait, where does this definition of the right kind of mom come from? Like, look at your own children. Look at are they good kids? Are they basically good kids? Are they not, in a gang currently? Then it feels like you're probably okay. But we sit around and destroy ourselves because we don't know how to produce a Pinterest-worthy birthday party and think that makes us a bad mom. Right. When the reality is we need to be more graceful and loving with ourselves because we're teaching those babies how to be adults. We're teaching our daughters and our sons how to be a parent. And if all they ever see is a mom who is just eviscerating herself because she doesn't measure up, man, they are going to learn that narrative for themselves.
Wow, that is so true. And in the book, we go through all of the different lies, the self, Rachel breaks it down for us and why it's not true and how to turn that around into a positive approach to life and reach for joy, as you say. I love that. Yeah. It's not always easy, but this book is going to walk us through it. Go to girlwashyourface.com to get the book, get your hands on the book. The Chic site is the site that Rachel founded, and it's a great community, and it's a gorgeous place to hang out online.
Thank you.
It really is beautiful what you've done. And before I let you go, we like to try to do a one good thing sometimes when I talk to people like you who are really sharing about how to make life better in general for us moms. What's maybe something actionable that we can take away? If listeners listening right now, they haven't read through the whole book yet, or maybe they haven't picked it up yet, but something they can walk away from the show and do today that can contribute to a more joyous life.
Yes. So the best thing that all of us should be doing every single day is what Oprah taught us 20 years ago, is a gratitude journal, is 10 things. Every single day of my life, I write down 10 things at the end of the day that I'm grateful for that happened today. And it's one of those things we've all heard, but we don't necessarily do. Yes. And I am telling you, it will change everything. Because if you know that at the end of the day, you've got to write down 10 things, you will spend your day looking for things to be grateful for. And if you're looking for things to be grateful for, you will just live out this energy of like, oh my gosh, I'm so blessed. Because even in the toughest seasons, even in the hard times, even when you're walking through something terrible, you still have blessings. You still can find pieces of gratitude. And I think that it can change your life if you actually do it.
Right. I love that. Thank you so much. Rachel Hollis, we've seen you online. You're an absolute force to be reckoned with and such a positive energy at the same time. I really appreciate you taking time from your busy day to come on here. I don't know if there's going to be a book signing or somewhere that we can meet up with you in Los Angeles or locally. Is there anything on the calendar that I'm not?
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Good. The biggest local thing ever. Y'all should come to Rise. So I do a 2-day women's event weekend every year, and this year it's in LA, which is where I live. Okay. So it's April 6th and 7th. The speaker lineup is phenomenal. Jen Hatmaker, Anna Todd, Landon Hutchinson, a bunch of local influencers. And it's just 2 days of women speaking truth and empowering you and firing you up for the year. And hopefully, because most of our audience who comes, it's women from all over the world, but it's a lot of mamas who just want the chance to get away, to meet some new friends, to have some wine, for the love of God, to have some wine and not have to wipe anybody's butt all weekend long. So it's a fantastic event we do here in LA, and it's, sorry that I'm outside at a photo shoot. You can hear a siren. But yeah, it's really fantastic if y'all want to check it out. Totally, right?
Yeah.
Let'srise.co. It is the best, funnest thing, and it's for every type of woman. So for me personally, I had grown up in the church, and so I had always had these opportunities to go to women's groups, but I never saw that in a secular space. I never saw that where someone said, hey, whatever kind of woman you are, you're welcome here. So that's what we've created, and it is the most fun weekend on the planet, and it all ends with a big female-only dance party, and it's the best. So yeah, you guys should totally come to that. Come hang out with us.
Oh, I love it. Okay, April 6th and 7th, letsrise.com. You got invited by Rachel Hollis. So
yeah, there you go. Now you know.
We got a personal invite. Girl Wash Your Face is the name of her new book. She's written so many already. The list is just growing. I can't wait to see what's coming from you next, Rachel. Girlwashyourface.com is where you go to pick up this latest book, and we'll see you in April for sure.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being on the Mom Show. We really appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week and awesome weekend. We're almost there. We're almost there, mamas.
You too. Thanks, girl.
Bye-bye, girl. All right, that's Rachel Hollis and her new book. It is such a great gift book, I think, to give to other moms, other girlfriends that you know that might be going through something. I have to say, this year has already been so bumpy and so crazy. The news, the weather. I mean, it's just been kind of nuts, right? And I have some girlfriends at school, and you might have some mommy friends too, who've had some hard things that they're dealing with. This would be a really wonderful girlfriend gift, I think, to give, and just pass along some information that's meant with joy and love from another fellow mom that's just trying to put it all together and survive one more day. So it's Girl Wash Your Face from Rachel Hollis. Love talking to her. Next up, we are going to continue making your life better, your health better, your mental and physical well-being better with a couple of friends I have here from the Santa Clarita Valley. Caren Knott, who is executive director with Gia Wellness, is coming in. She's a mompreneur. She gets it. She owns her own business. She knows how to, be a busy mom and still make it happen. And she's going to talk to us about what Gia Wellness is. If you're on our Facebook Live, you got to join us on there. You can see some of the products here that we're going to demonstrate. I'm the guinea pig. I'm always up for anything, so it might as well be me. And then Kathleen Kenneally, who is a licensed acupuncturist. And she's not just any acupuncturist, you guys. She's been voted the best acupuncturist in the SCV for the last 13 years. So she is the person you want to go to if you want acupuncture, and she's here in studio. So we will talk to both of these ladies, incredible women, on the Mom Show, and let's fix my life. Shall we do that today? I think we can do that in an hour or less. So stay here with me. Coming right back. It's the Mom Show with me, Kristen Cruz, on your hometown station, KHTS. It's the Mom Show. I'm Kristen Cruz. Thanks for joining me weekly for an hour of mom power. We do it on KHTS, your hometown station, 98.1 FM, and our podcast lives at hometownstation.com. So please listen and share. Amazing guests. We just wrapped with Rachel Hollis, author of new book, Girl Wash Your Face. And I think that our theme of wellness is really perfect for having these two wonderful ladies here with us. We have Caren Knott, executive director with Gia Wellness, wife, mom, grandma, mompreneur, business owner, in general, just a kick booty lady who just is awesome. And I actually first fell in love with her at the Valencia Medical Center for the grand opening, where she was doing these amazing tests on me. You'll see. I'm a guinea pig. You'll see if you're on Facebook Live. That she was doing for me that just blew my mind, and I knew I had to find out more, basically. Kathleen Kenneally, licensed acupuncturist and single mom, and like I told you, voted best acupuncturist at the SCV for the last 13 years. So they can both be found on giawellness.com/ and then their names, but also KenneallyAcupuncture.com for Kathleen if you're interested in doing acupuncture. And can I just say that I have had acupuncture for just about everything, and I don't know how it works. Well, I mean, I kind of know, but somehow it has worked for me after babies. for weight loss. I've used it for stress. I've used it for back spasms, digestion. So it is really, it's a pretty wonderful practice. If you're not familiar with acupuncture, I can tell you I'm a regular gal, and I swear by acupuncture. So take it from me. So Caren and Kathleen are here today to talk about wellness. And the number one thing that I can't seem to remember how to say, that is the whole reason, it's these things, these EMFs.
Very good. EMF.
I did it.
Electromagnetic frequencies.
Okay, so Caren is right here, and Kathleen is right here, and we're talking about electromagnetic frequencies. Those, mommies, those are the little bad things that are flying all around us all day long that could be, or we think are contributing to how stressed or how fatigued or how weak we are feeling as we run around like crazy with our families. What are these things, and why are they bothering us?
Well, probably the answer is there's so many of those things around. But maybe if I can just kind of tell you my story and how I got to where I am today with, wanting to know more about this and wanting to educate moms in particular, but basically anyone that will listen about our exposure to this, what's probably being called the biggest toxin mankind's ever been exposed to.
Wow.
So 15 years ago, take it back, I was a wife and a mom and a business owner and just doing life. And then someone in my family was diagnosed with a brain tumor. And it happened very quickly, the part where the next morning, after we found that out, after months of trying to get to the solution, we were in the waiting room at Cedars-Sinai. And so when the surgeon came out, there was 14 of us sitting there going, how could this happen? When did she get it? What could have caused this? And, he was like, okay, everybody calm down, take a breath. But he said, I don't know, but get those cell phones away from your head. That was 15 years ago. So if we think about what our phone looked like 15 years ago, and for me, I think it was that defining moment in my life that I was like,
interesting.
Well, is this what? EMFs are bothering us? And what is that really?
Right.
And
what is that? What is the EMF that's bothering us?
It is the frequency. All wired and wireless devices emit a frequency, but the wireless world has just overtaken us now.
So like my phone and this computer and all of our radio equipment that's in here right now.
If we just look around here, we're sitting in a pretty toxic environment.
Okay. Do you guys remember when microwaves came out? I know our two producers do not because they are too young, but we do, right?
We do.
When we went from the ready-made dinner with the tin foil that went into the oven,
right?
And suddenly it went from that to like a microwavable dinner. People were afraid of the microwave because it could shoot out bad things, but it turns out that microwaves don't really hurt us, or
oh my,
really?
They emit radiation. I mean, low levels.
You guys. Okay, because I feel like everybody like that popped up in the news, and then all of a sudden it was gone, and we all bought microwaves and went on living just fine, eating our lean cuisines.
And
right?
I think what's happened too is in today, I mean, we're not going to stop technology. Technology's our friend. It helps us every single day, but all this technology has increased so rapidly, and nobody was really looking at the consequences. And cell phones were released to the public without any testing as to whether they were safe for human beings. They used testing, which, yes, you wouldn't think legally, how could that happen? They used the testing results based on microwave ovens. And their theory was if it didn't heat, there couldn't be any damage. So fast forward, 10 years.
That's just strange because they test everything else. Like everything else has to get some sort of approval through the government, through the FDA.
Exactly. Pretty shocking, isn't it?
Yeah.
And just to interrupt right here, I want to share that there is a new documentary coming out from the top researchers around the world.
We'll get to this.
And they go into that, and they go into the specifics in this documentary called Generation Zapped about how is it that cell phones got out into the public.
We'll definitely be talking about this. This is actually a documentary that's not out for anybody to see yet. There's going to be a special screening coming up on the 17th. You are invited, thanks to Kathleen and Caren, and I'll give you more information coming up because I think if any of this is piquing your interest at all, checking out this documentary is where you want to be. And it's very cool. It's local. It's here in Valencia. So, okay. So now all of these things are sending out, and I have to apologize to my friend Martine, who does not have a microwave in her house. And I thought she was crazy. And it really annoyed me. But apparently maybe Martine might be onto something here. So all of these things are shooting out electromagnetic frequencies. Now, that sounds kind of like science fiction-y. I can imagine that it's bad, but what exactly do those frequencies do to our cells or our bodies? What's it doing to me?
Here, I'll show you. Ready?
You're going to show me?
I'm going to show you. So when the EMFs are hitting our body, this is what the cells in our body do.
They tighten up. They go small.
Up.
Lockdown mode.
They tighten up. They go into lockdown mode. And so, and then they come out. But imagine, that's like being stressed, driving around town, and you're trying to get to pick up your kids, or you're trying to get there.
Yeah.
You know, everything in our body is like
stress.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So just imagine, we're constantly being hit by, like she said, the wireless. We've got our modems. And it's the layering. It's not just your cell phone or the radio here. It's you go out in the mall, and it's everybody's cell phones and everything else. It's layering and layering and layering. So people say to me all the time, "Oh, but I don't keep my phone on. I turn my computer off. I turn my wireless off."
And those are good things to do, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
But it doesn't change the problem that you've got your next door neighbors and they have their wireless going.
Wow.
Right?
Constantly. You know what? It's funny because you're making me think of something. I've complained for years that I get bad cell reception basically everywhere on the planet. I think we're not talking about it, y'all. None of us are getting good cell phone reception. We all need to get together and do something about it. However, in the city of Santa Monica, they actually offer free cell phone reception wireless in the entire city. If you didn't know, you just log into the city and they provide it for you for free anywhere you go, which seems like an amazing way to fix the problem. You have Wi-Fi everywhere. However, is that actually making it worse, possibly?
Absolutely.
And that seems like where we're going.
Where we're coming from is, and Kathleen can really talk about this in her practice, is all of a sudden today we've got, I mean, when you ask people, how's your vitality? You know, how are you feeling? How's your energy level?
You know what everybody says? I'm so tired.
How are you sleeping? Right? Do you have any headaches?
My head hurts. My back
I
hurts.
wake up all the time.
I wake up all night long. I wake up feeling tired. When is the last time I've woke up? It's so crazy, you guys, because when you go to sleep and you wake up, shouldn't we wake up feeling refreshed? That rarely happens. I drag myself out of bed every day. It doesn't matter what kind of sleep or how long. And is that possibly connected to all of this tearing me down?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I mean, I work with a lot in my practice. I work with a lot of children, adults. I treat stress. I treat allergies. I treat all kinds of things that I see, the people coming in. And one of the main thing, people are always stressed. Like you're talking about. Always stressed. Not getting enough sleep.
Yep.
And yes, the EMFs are definitely a big part of that.
Okay.
And it's also just this lifestyle that people don't know how to just stop and just
we can't
pause. Right, we feel
FOMO.
like we can't. Right,
FOMO, fear of missing out. We can't stop. We got things to do. No.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I also, what happens is our adrenal glands in our body. You're familiar with adrenal glands?
Yes,
and
here.
They pump. They sit on top of the kidneys and they pump adrenaline.
Okay.
And so what happens when our body's stressed by EMFs or just our life in general, that they keep pumping adrenaline. So
we don't need it.
No, when you don't need it. So what happens is the body goes into adrenal fatigue. And so, and the whole our energy system shifts so that now we're awake at night and we are tired during the day, where the adrenals should be the other way around. We get the most during the day, so we have our energy, and as the evening comes, they're supposed to drop. But because we're so stressed out all the time, this is reversing, and so that's why people are also fatigued all the time. So we're just bombarded.
Exactly. All right, so we're basically, it's us against the world, you guys. So it's everywhere. But and we did mention the fact that we're all busy and that moms rarely take time for themselves, anyways. So we need some solutions. We need some help. We need some easy things we can do for ourselves and on a regular basis to protect our bodies and be healthier. And that's some of the things that we get through Gia Wellness.
It is.
Okay, so let's do. Can we do one of those experimenty things that we did on me over at the
We can.
medical? Okay, so explain one of these and let's do it to me.
Okay, so at Gia,
Yes.
we have products in the areas of energy, hydration, and nourishment because we feel like we're the only company out there that really takes a 360 approach to your health.
Okay.
And what we know is that every cell in your body goes into lockdown mode, like Kathleen explained, putting your body into a constant state now of fight or flight.
Right.
So
We
instead
know
of
that's bad, you guys.
we know
We've heard
that's
that
bad.
for a long
We
time.
know that's bad.
Yeah.
What's actually happening at the cellular level is your body has its own frequency. We're energetic beings with a frequency. You know, when they get an EKG or an EEG, those are electrical impulses that they're measuring.
So this is science. We're not being all
This
woo-woo.
is exactly.
Right.
We can go both ways.
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
But so when this frequency comes in from your cell phone, from all this technology that we have here, your body doesn't recognize it. Your body perceives it as stranger danger.
And
then, hence the lockdown mode.
Right. Okay.
So when they realized what was happening, this brilliant scientist who came out of Russia, I believe, holds the patent and came up with these inventions of how we could stop that frequency from coming in and putting our own bodies into lockdown mode.
And we can do that.
And we can do
Like
that.
Throw up a force field.
Exactly. Like white noise. So that as that's coming in, it superimposes itself over it and renders that incoherent to our bodies so our bodies don't go into that lockdown mode.
Okay, so show us how this works. This is a car harmonizer.
That's a car harmonizer because our cars are pretty toxic these days.
That's so true.
But maybe one of the easiest things to start with is our phone. Okay, because you got a phone right there.
And you've brought a headset on. You're wired in. I mean, just with the headset on, you're probably
Wasn't that wired better than the wireless? Isn't that? I mean, didn't they always say like take your head away from your phone? But then they're like use earbuds. That's better because then your phone's over there and it's not near your head. So I thought
So what does wire do? What does metal do? Conducts electricity. So we need to think about that. We have the solutions for all this, but you just need to, our goal is to educate
You need
people.
to go to giawellness.com
Exactly.
/ Kenneally Acupuncture and all that. Okay. I mean, we're going to give you all the links on the Facebook page and in the blog post. So I know this is a lot of information to take in, but there's a lot of information to go over. So we need to try to do it quickly. So we're going to do this. I have my cell phone in my hand. It's emitting a bunch of bad EMFs.
It is. And, Kathleen, I know, uses kinesiology in her practice probably all day, every day. So I'll do a little with you, and she'll do some later with you, and just show a couple quick things. So we're going to have you put your phone down. Now, that's almost irrelevant in here in this pretty wired out, but we're going to give it a whirl. So I'm going to have you hold your arms out straight. There you go. And lock your elbows. And on 3, I'm going to push up, and you resist me. 1, 2, 3. So you push down. There you go. Okay, now we're going to put your phone right there, and we're going to do that exact same thing again. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I don't want to push you back any further. So
She's so strong.
well, it's not as much about me.
Oh
now,
my
so
gosh.
what you've obviously felt a difference there.
That is so weird. Okay, yes.
So
I did.
your body's like, ah. So now we're going to take,
It's weird, Cody.
and
That
we're
is
just
weird.
going to
Okay.
hold it any way you can hold.
What is
this.
that thing?
This is one of our cell guards. We have multiple kinds.
It's like a little bean.
That's one kind that can go on your phone.
Okay.
So just same
Do it
thing.
again.
Any way you can hold that on. There.
Okay.
There you go. We're going to do that exact same thing again.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
right.
Come on, and you're pushing.
I am pushing
You're pushing the
exactly
same way you were
Exactly
before, right?
the
'Cause I
same.
could feel her
Harder.
kind of shaking
I was
when she was
pushing
trying to
harder,
push
trying
her
to do
muscles up. Whoops, there goes my
Whoopsie.
bean. Well,
Whoopsie.
my foot will be safe now.
Yes, it will.
Thank
Bring
you,
it on
honey.
over.
So, okay, so that's why did that happen? That was so weird.
Because your body is going into fight or flight. Your body cells are
gosh.
locking down, trying to protect you because they don't recognize that frequency.
I swear I was trying. I that is not like,
So
special effects.
If you can picture, I mean, the cell phone's easy to demonstrate that with.
Yeah.
But sitting and touching your computer, your microwaves, or, we sit in front of big screen
So
TVs.
where do we put this stuff? We put it on us. We put it on our things. Where do we put?
Again, Gia has the 360 approach. So
Okay.
from an EMF perspective,
Yes.
we have cell guards and universal guards.
Can I see what your cell guard looks like? You, I'm sure, have one on your phone.
This whole case is a cell guard.
This whole case is.
So you can get a case and we have about 40 different styles.
Yeah.
And then this is a universal guard.
Okay.
So this has more of the polymer in it than the cell
So
guard.
I could like stick this onto my computer.
That's exactly what it's designed for.
Right. Okay. Because it has a little peel off sticky.
Or on your TV, on your screen, and your
If
computer.
you still have a microwave plugged in on your microwave.
I do.
blow dryer.
I love my microwave.
Blow dryers.
Blow dryers. Curling irons?
It's plugged into the electricity.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
Your router in your
All right.
home. And I want to just mention two things that are really damaging to us and really overwhelming us are smart meters, which have now the utility companies have put on our houses, usually without you having any knowledge of it.
Yeah.
And
I know
and
about
that. So they don't have to come to your house and read the meter anymore, but that is pulsing these frequencies through your home
wireless.
multiple times every
guys.
minute.
And
every
these are
minute.
things we're not even thinking of.
But sometimes you're not thinking, is that why I'm waking up tired? Is that why, my daughter can't get pregnant? Is that why this person had 6 miscarriages? And so, and Kathleen, I think you can speak a little bit
Well,
about that.
I in my practice alone, how I got into the Gia, Caren and I have been friends for a long time, and she was visiting me one day, and we were talking, and I'm a busy mom, single mom, doing my thing, and I wear a Bluetooth in my ear.
Yeah.
But I would always have to take it out. I would always have to pull it out because it would get hot or it would hurt a little bit or whatever. And I'm thinking,
Does not seem like a good thing, right?
right. I'm thinking, so I take it out.
Burning my head.
Right. So
Yes.
she'd come in and she's like, what's going on? I said, this thing is bugging me. And she was like, here, try this. So I put one of these cell guards onto my Bluetooth and I put it in my ear. And I swear to you, immediately, no more pain, no more buzzing,
You're
no more
kidding me.
heat, gone. And I thought, wow, I
I'm
need
sold.
to, tell me more about all of this. And the more I learned, then I started making observations. I started putting the dots together in my own world where I noticed in my practice where I was seeing an increase in people 40 plus of unexplained autoimmune diseases. Out of the blue, people are suddenly getting sick. And we're like, whoa, they have to give it new names, right? They don't know what it is. Unexplained infertility in young women.
Yes, that's a huge
under
one.
the age of 25.
That's a huge one.
25, it's like, that shouldn't be happening. No. And that is the first group of kids from conception to adulthood that have been continuously exposed to EMF, to electromagnetic, as it's increased. I mean, in the last 20 years, in the last 10 years, it's become, so much more exposure. And just seeing an increase, and sure, people come to me anyway when they're feeling stressed or they have anxiety or whatever, but I've seen an increase in that as well. And again, across the board, young teenagers having, they talk about teenage anxiety. Well,
that's a big one.
It's worse now. And I think absolutely because of all the time that they spend on their phones and their computers. And so in my own world with my son, I noticed, again, a change. He's always been a good student, but I saw when I got him set up, his room, he's got all his electronics. Yeah. I fixed everything with the Gia Wellness product to help mitigate all of that. Yeah. And I saw his grades go from, a good student to now he's, 4.3 GPA. So his ability to focus, to concentrate, to stay on task absolutely improved.
Well, that makes sense because even if we take away the distractions in our own lives, we can focus better. You're just doing that for ourselves. Like you're taking away the distractions for ourselves so we can focus better. It makes sense. It does intellectually, but then we don't know. Maybe we don't know how to apply it. We think it's harder than it is. But it seems like it could be fairly easy to do this. It's like a set it and forget it kind of thing.
Totally.
What's with the water? That was something I drank when I was with you guys when I first met you. Let's share about that.
If I can kind of connect the dots a little bit for you. So when we talked about that all this EMF stuff is causing our cells to go into lockdown mode.
Right.
And what that happens in every single cell in your body is that the membrane begins to thicken because that constant itself locking down. So
like building muscles or something?
Well, but not in a good way. It's trying to protect you, but the membrane's getting thicker and thicker. Well, that's the permeable membrane that we take nutrients in from. That's the permeable membrane that the toxins and the waste in the cells need to be flushed out of.
Right.
Well, all of a sudden, that transition's not happening smoothly, and
It's like a domino effect.
Right.
It's a very much so, and cell-to-cell communication is disrupted.
Okay.
So you wonder why our whole health is kind of taking a downward turn. So one of the great things that happened is there was a documentary out a couple years ago looking at all kinds of alternative modalities to help people be well, and it was called The Truth About Cancer. Because
Okay, I'm
cancer
gonna write that down.
is an epidemic.
Uh-huh.
And we're so proud we're the only company that was featured on there twice. Once for our EMF protection, because we know that that's not even a dispute anymore about
amazing.
cell phones and cancer, but also for this water technology.
Okay.
So quickly, long story short, back in Chernobyl, which you guys might not even be familiar with, in
May have learned it in
1986,
school.
nuclear meltdown, and Russia sent in hundreds of its top scientists after that to figure out why this one group remained well within the range of all that radiation.
Interesting.
And what they determined, it was the water. And at first they thought they'd find something different about the mineral content of the water. But after continuing that investigation, this water's in a different structure. The water molecules are structured differently.
Why was that?
In a single file. Instead of being in what they call chaotically clumped.
It was calm.
It was like a
Like
string of
calm
pearls.
water.
A string of pearls.
Okay.
Single file line.
And so I would assume that the water we drink, even if it is purified and we get the bottled water and all of that, it's still...
The water molecules remain the same. Okay. These are different. So this water here is 400 times thinner. So it can get into your cells, first of all, flush out the toxins. On our website, Dr. Igor Smirnov, who holds the patent, states how it works and that it inhibits cancer cell growth 52%, which is why we were featured on The Truth About Cancer.
Okay, so
now,
I don't have a cup to try this, do I? Because last time I drank this,
Right.
and I could feel the difference immediately. I know it sounds kind of crazy when you tell it to somebody. That's why I want to be able to show you. Because once you see it, or like me, when you feel what it feels like, you can't deny it. It's very, very real. So I can't drink any of that because I don't have a cup here, do I? Oh well. If you put it in my other water, will it work? No, you can't do that. But
I can go get a cup. Or...
No, it's okay. But let me tell you what about this. Let me just grab it. I'm just reaching over here. This water is your regular everyday water. This is not a filter. To clean your water, you get your favorite bottled water, whatever it may be, and then you what do? You pour it through this and this thins it out?
Yes, you fill your water up to here, you push this button, and it will, in 30 minutes time frame, it's 400 times thinner, it's antibacterial, antifungal, kills MRSA, kills E. coli, kills the psoriasis
It uses
virus.
sound waves.
Are you
frequency.
kidding me?
Sound waves change the structure of the water.
So, and Kathleen, I know that your patients, many of your patients,
incredible.
this has been life-changing for them.
Absolutely. I mean,
my
people come in and they've got, and I treat allergies and food sensitive psoriasis. They start drinking it. Not only that, they start spraying it on the skin.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
I had a patient I was treating for a couple of months, and we were making slow progress, and I said, here, take a gallon of the water, take this, spray it on your skin 2 to 3 times a day. Within 3 days, she came back and her skin had improved by 20 or 30%.
See, even though these things are available, we need experts to sometimes to show us how to use them in different ways to help whatever we are going through. Caren Knott and Kathleen Kenneally, are with us on the Mom Show. I do want to just really quickly touch on this Generation Zapped screening that is being sponsored by Gia Wellness. It's February 17th at 12:30 is the registration. 1 o'clock screening begins. All of these little details you can get if you just call the radio station at KHTS or go to generationzapped.com. They'll have more info about the film, but you're being invited to this screening. It's a documentary film about the health risks of wireless technology. It's probably and how it affects our kids.
That's it.
It's how it's affecting our kids. Is this a movie we could take our kids to see? Or is this an adult film?
This is more for adults, certainly film. At this time.
Okay.
And like I said, it will be released to the public later this
on.
year.
But this is
Saturday, a week from Saturday, it will be up here. And it really is about educating parents about what is going on with their kids in the classroom and at home.
You know what? Like, and before you turn to, I mean, I'm all about the advancements in Western medicine. I think science is a blessing and that it has done such great things for people. But maybe before you go and pop a pill, before you go and try to find something chemical to fix a problem that you may be having, finding natural solutions to do that, little things that you can do. If your kid is maybe not doing as well in school or maybe not focusing or maybe acting out or things like that, why not give this a try before other extremes? You know, as a mom, I come from a really caring place when I say that. So we're going to check this out. We'll put all the information on our Facebook Live broadcast and on our post on hometownstation.com so you can get more information. Caren and Kathleen, thank you so much for being here. I was blown away when I met you both initially, and I am still just super fangirling on you. I think that this is the coolest technology to battle technology.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it is really a beautiful science. Thank you so much for visiting us on the Mom Show. I really, really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The energy's better in here already, just having you two here with us.
Right.
Coming
Thank
up
you.
next on the Mom Show, we have Kathy Copcutt, who writes the BelAirMommy.com. She has 2 movies to review and a bunch of tickets that she wants to give away. So we're going to let her, and we're going to hear what she has to say that's happening at the theaters for moms and kids. Keep listening here to the Mom Show with me, Kristen Cruz, on your hometown station, KHTS. It's the Mom Show. I'm Kristen Cruz, saying bye to our wonderful guests, Caren and Kathleen. Here, you guys. I'm going to take a couple of these flyers, and I want you to take them and pass them around, okay? Thank you so much for being here. We're talking about wellness, and that was an incredible demonstration of what is being launched at us through all of our cell phone technology and digital technology that we're using now. It's all around us, and what we can do to protect ourselves. It is phenomenal. If you missed this at all, you should go back on the video and see. It's miraculous. It is crazy. And then there is a documentary coming up, a screening that you're invited to, thanks to Caren and Kathleen. It is the movie Generation Zapped. It's about how this is all affecting our children. If you're on Facebook Live, you can see the info. We're going to put links up for you, and you can check that on the 17th here in Valencia. Now, up and over the hill in Bel Air, we have my friend Kathy Copcutt, who writes BelAirMommy.com, weighing in on the entertainment news. How are you, honey?
I'm good, Mama. How are you guys?
I'm great. Okay, so today, she's always in a different place doing something else. Where are we today with you? We Starbucks? We in the car? Where are we?
We're in the car, and Pete, my little monkey's in the car, so if he starts screaming in the background, y'all know I just picked him up from school.
Should I change? Should I change the time of my show so we can work around your schedule? Because it's so crazy. Oh my gosh! Thank you so much for calling. You are the best. All right, I don't know how you juggle it all, but
Thanks for having me.
oh God,
I
honey,
love it.
you're the best. So, okay, sweetheart, let's start with. We've got movies at the theater. Both Kathy and I saw Peter Rabbit.
Yes. Adorable.
It's the cutest. You guys.
Adorable.
Adorbs. And let me tell you, Kathy, 'cause you're going to love this. Izzy, you guys know my daughter, Izzy. Yeah. She's 9 now, and she's been doing movie reviews for a YouTube channel called Kids First Media. And we have a green screen set up at home. I have the whole set, the camera, lights, the whole 9, because she loves doing it. And so I took her to the screening I went to at the London Hotel with the Millennial Mamas. They had proper high tea, and it was, adorable. I will be putting it up on my Instagram page, so make sure you're following me there. I'm going to blog about it for them. It was such an event. Trays of finger sandwiches and cookies, and Peter Rabbit himself was there, and they had little bunnies for the kids to pet. I mean, it was ridiculous. Beautiful.
Right.
And we had the best screen. They have a beautiful screening room in the hotel there right off the lobby, and we got to watch the film with snacks and friends, and it was an absolute pleasure. Now, Kathy went to, like, the big-time press, like, journalist screening with the stars. It's fine. It's just me and, like, a bunch of toddlers, but whatever.
Listen, the big stars had their kids there, too, so don't think it was, we had the crying babies. We had some of
There
moms
were.
actually get up and leave because they had their babies were crying.
Yes.
And the whole time I was sitting, I'm like, oh, it feels so good to be in a theater full of moms with
It's
kids.
true. We all understand, and there's like a judgment-free zone. So tell us,
100%.
right? So tell us about your Peter Rabbit experience. What happened when Kathy Copcutt was hanging out there?
Well, I took my little monster here, and so we loved it. It was amazing. You saw it. It was such a cute, stinking movie with all the different animals, and it was just, they all did such a great job, and it was truly, truly it's a feel-good family movie.
Yeah. I will put the link to Isabel's movie review when it is ready for Kids First Media. She did a podcast about it the other night, and something that she said that she learned a lesson from the movie, and she's, in her little 9-year-old mind, she grabbed this whole story of Peter Rabbit, and you know the book, so you know the story.
Yes.
And then it's mixed with modern live action seamlessly and beautifully, by the way, with adult jokes. These are my favorite kind of movies, where a kid's movie with jokes that go right over their heads, so that we can catch them, so that we can, it keeps our attention and we're laughing. Kids have no idea that they just told an adult joke, and the movie moves on. I mean, they really did it. It's British humor a little bit, it's that kind of crisp, kind of dry humor, a little edgy, but it was really good. And she said when she watched the movie, she got the message from it that you should not be afraid of change. Change happens.
I love that.
Isn't that neat? Change happens in life.
I love that.
Things change. Embrace it. Do not be afraid of change.
I love that.
I hear your little monkey.
Little girl. He's like, put some water in there. Close this up. I'm his little
Where's my
monkey.
snack? Where's my snack, Mom?
Snack? That's right. There you go.
So
when I asked James Corden, I forgot, and this is how horrible I am. Please forgive me. I asked him the same question. I go, "What did your kiddo walk away with?" And I'll send you guys the clip of it. He said that his little one walked away saying, "When you have to apologize, apologize."
Oh, that's so sweet.
Don't not apologize. It's important to apologize and be sincere about it.
Oh my gosh, I love that. It really, it's got a bunch of lessons in it that are good for kids. It'll keep their attention. The music, the animation, the animals, it all keeps you going. I highly recommend that you see it it is a true family film. When I say that,
100% true family film.
Everyone will be entertained, and grown-up people like us, the nostalgia of the Peter Rabbit, the drawings from the book are shown in the movie. It really does harken back to your childhood. It feels really good. It's a good feel-good movie.
It really is. Y'all need to see it. It's out tomorrow. Go see it this weekend. It's a phenomenal movie.
Okay, so we've got another thing we need to tackle. This is for moms. For moms and dads.
This is for moms and dads. Are we going to talk 15, 17 of Paris? Is that the one we're going?
That's where we're going, right?
I will tell you guys a disclaimer. I have not seen the movie. I have seen the trailers for it. I have not had the chance to go see it because life is crazy.
Yes.
However, I've gotten together with the studios, and we would like to give one winner an autographed book and a family tour pack to go see the movie.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool.
I will have you guys choose the winner.
Okay.
So, however you would like on the Facebook Live, I guess they could just go on there and you'll pick one out, and then let us know, and so we'll send someone an autograph. And it is a true story. It's an amazing story. If you don't know it, go see the trailer and then go see the movie. This is 100% adult movie.
Okay.
No children.
Yeah. Right. This is a date night, or girls or guys, but that are grown up. This is an awesome giveaway that you put together here. Thank you, Kathy, from the studio.
Of course. I love you guys. Awesome.
You're awesome. Leave a comment on the Facebook live stream on the KHTS Radio Facebook page. I've also shared it on mine. If you find a live stream, put a comment in there, and we will we'll hook you up. You'll be in it to win it. So we'll get you a signed autograph book. This is amazing, and also tickets to see the show. Now, I know Annihilation is...
Annihilation. Now, this is a user. I have tickets to the premiere. So I have tickets to the premiere. It is not for the red carpet, but it is for the premiere. So you'll be in the same theater with Natalie Portman.
What? Sold.
You're going to be in the same theater with the cast.
No.
So this is very cool, and it's Tuesday night, Tuesday the 13th. It's in
Westwood
I don't
Village,
want to say
right?
Westwood Village.
Somewhere in there.
It's Westwood Village.
Uh-huh.
So when the winners are chosen, then we'll give the rest of the time and all that stuff out.
Okay,
so,
guys, we're gonna.
But yeah, this is very cool.
This is so much to fit into one. Kathy Copcutt on the line with all these giveaways. Leave a comment, and I will give you more information. Kathy, I love you. We got to wrap.
Thank you. I love you.
But you're the best.
Have a beautiful day, you guys.
Bye-bye. Kisses to you and the little one.
Bye.
Next week, it's the Mom Show. Come back with me, Kristen Cruz, for more mom stuff. Man, we have a lot to talk about every day. Hang in there. It's almost the weekend. Thanks for being here on the hometown station, KHTS.